begin with the class play, and the awards will follow.
Welcome to Ms. Hofstaedter's class play. July 4th, 1776, America's First President. Hope you enjoy the show. Looks like you'll be raining shortly again. Philadelphia in the summer. Ever know what they would feet? You're drowning in drizzle. Apples for sale picked fresh from the tree at dawn. Red or green? 6 for a penny. Good morning, sir. You look like a hard-working sort. How are you on this fine first day of your life? My name is Hofstaedter Tellson, reporter for the Maryland Journal. My name is Liza Duncan, fruit seller for them who be hungry. I've just arrived from Baltimore to write a dispatch on the Continental Congress meeting here since May. Have you heard any news? Why, I've never even heard of Baltimore. Is there such a place? Madam, you cannot be. Ha ha ha. Hold your horses, young man. I'm only kidding. If you want news about the Congress, you stand right here at 5th Street and Chestnut. Why, here comes the best news mongers in town. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, Mrs. Duncan. 2 apples, please. Guten Tag, Frau Duncan. I'll take a half dozen pizzas if you have some. Polly Frederick and Olga Spiegel. Meet Mr. Tillotson. He claims he writes for a newspaper in a place called Baltimore. My pleasure. I see just one from the Pennsylvania State House. Are delegates to the Congress? Mr. Tillotson, we are serving maids to the Congress. Have you any news of the Congress? What is it we do about a new writing of declaration? It started last month, June the 7th. Richard Henry Lee, the planter from Virginia, stood before the Congress and gave a resolution. Did you know that colonies are and ought to be free and independent states? They should be absolved from all allegiance to the British crown. Yeah, and 9 colonies said they want to be free right away. Pennsylvania and South Carolina opposed it. The delegates from Delaware could not make up their minds, and the New Yorkers said they had to wait for instructions from their governor. What happened then? On June the 11th, Congress appointed a committee of 5 delegates to take care of these ideas and put them into writing. There was Benjamin Franklin from Philadelphia, the scientist and ambassador to England. Yeah, and Roger Sherman of Connecticut, a shoemaker and very strict Puritan. Robert Livingston of New Jersey, the wealthy aristocrat who started King's College in New York. What about John Adams, the lawyer from Boston? Oh yeah, he would not let anything happen without his being right in the middle of it. Gentlemen, there is no time to waste. What is true, sir? Now not to snatch New York. We must make a position on it. And it's absolutely clear. Then I suggest we obtain the services of a very clear thinker, Mr. Thomas Jefferson. A tall young Virginian with bright red hair just come to town. I have heard of Jefferson. He's an architect and inventor, I believe. I can tell you all about Mr. Jefferson. Good morning, Mrs. Stiles. Care for an apple? Mr. Jefferson stays in a room on the 2nd floor of my boarding house. Shy sort of fellow. You can barely squeeze a good morning out of him. Stays up in his room working on a piece of writing. You can hear a squirrel scratching at the paper day and night, like a squirrel cracking a maple. They say he works at a special desk he made himself. Of course he does. He's an inventor after all. Ah, my name is Rebecca Parker. I'm Parker. And how goes you guys? Hey. Very well. Considering the trouble that rises in the land, our colonies from Georgia to New England are in an uproar. Citizens mounting arms against the king. What are your views on the uprising against King George, Mrs. Parker? I do not condone violence under any circumstances, yet the tyranny of the king is perhaps greater violence. Tisk, tisk, more street corner gossip. What sort of idleness is this? Mr. Gordon Hanbury, owner of South Street Imports, at your service. Are you ready by the Declaration of Independence? Declaration of nonsense. Young man, I greatly value liberty, but I think you will find this armed revolt against the king very little support from our prosperous merchant class. And I think you will find your merchant class shall soon no longer be prosperous or possessed of liberty. Mr. Jefferson said almost that very same thing to the committee. We must define our principles of revolution as an exercise of just power. Some will see this declaration as true. It is a charter of freedom. Then this declaration should say exactly what the king has done to the Congress. There should be a list of grievances that show our position. Starting with this one. The ago, July the 2nd, Congress took a vote on the Declaration? Yes, and they accepted it. It was now the greatest army in the world will crush us and beat us. Speak for yourself. This Congress is filled with men of courage and wisdom, and they are your neighbors. They are merchants like you and doctors and farmers. They came from Scotland, England, Ireland, Wales, 13 American colonies. Wealthy planters alongside men who started life from the poorest of means. Teachers and clergy, carpenters and shipowners, I hear quite a variety. The Secretary, Charles Thompson, is just finishing reading the document aloud. And in support of this declaration, we usually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. Who is that taking up the pledge? It is John Hancock, President of the Congress and delegate from Massachusetts. Is he going to sign? He takes his life in his hands and he does. There, I guess King George will be able to read that. Mr. Franklin, you are apt to suffer great loss if you sign this document. Do not pay it off with dirt. From you, Andrew Josiah Bartlett. When in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bonds which have connected them with another, and to assume among the power of the earth the separate and equal station to which laws of nature entitle. A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold in truth to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed with certain unalienable rights. Their boundaries are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Now, whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of people to alter or abolish it, and to institute a new government, laying its foundation in such principles, and organizing its powers in such form that it may seem to affect their safety and happiness.